Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Well, been a bit of an interesting one, hasn't it, over the last few days? I still stand by what I say, where the UK shouldn't get involved in the current spat between Israel, Iran, and now the United States of America. Although, by association, we're already involved. Now, as I've said before, I think the actions are justified because we don't want lunatics with nuclear weapons, even though they've apparently moved their weapons grade uranium. And as I've said before, it wouldn't take much for them to be able to manufacture a dirty bomb or 2 or 3 dirty bombs, and the potential issue that that would cause. Not just in city centres, but you only have to do it in oil fields, and yeah, that makes oil get really, really expensive. But what's more telling in this is the reactions of Germany, the UK, France, etc., where they haven't said they support the bombing and we need to de-escalate. We need to calm it down. And the reason we're doing this now is because it is, without actually saying it, an admittance by these governments that we're in trouble. And we're in trouble because of thousands and thousands of undocumented males entering all of the countries, and are in amongst us because the governments of each country like to spread them out all over the country instead of keeping them in like areas where they can be monitored easier. But no, we have to spread them. Operation Scatter, it's called here in the UK, where we're building housing estates all around little villages and back down south and that and everywhere else, and just filling it with immigrants. Birmingham is lost. I refuse to go into Birmingham at all now. It's just not worth the risk, because it's as I've said, you literally go through Baghdad as you enter Smallheath, and as you get a bit closer up to Bordsley Green, towards the Blues Ground, you enter Lower Somalia, Mogadishu, and then you go into town, and it's just a mess. And the thing is, these governments are saying that they want to de-escalate. We won't this, we don't want that, because they know that there is we've imported all the trouble that we could deal with and more so. In fact, we can't deal with the issues, can we? We can't deal with what we've got, and they keep on coming. They keep on coming. Every day, I mean, the last few days, I mean, you've had 4, 5, 6, 700 turning up in a day. And it's nearly all, unlike the Conservative Labour, it's nearly all males, fighting age males. We've been invaded, and I have come to the conclusion that the government, well, the world organisations are doing this on purpose. They're doing it on purpose because when a situation like the Middle East happens, governments who would unwaveringly support the United States and Israel in what they've done now go, I think we better de-escalate. Not because they don't think that what's happening is true, more out of an absolute fear of what is going to happen here. And mark my words, in a couple of months' time, you're going to get terrorist attacks all over Europe, whether you support the United States or not. That's why they never said they support the United States. They'll support Israel and its right to defend itself, but they won't support because they don't want to be associated with, because they're scared. We literally live in a country that used to be one of the greatest powers in the world. People feared us. And now Israel and America won't even tell us anything because they see us as a compromised security risk. We have literally fallen from the top of the tree right down the bottom. And now how much, David Lemon, I spoke to these guys, but you kept completely out of the loop. They don't trust you. They don't trust us. They see us as a country that has fallen. They see us as a Muslim caliphate. They see what's going on all the time around here, and they're not interested. They don't want to talk to us anymore. So as much as Keir Starmer and the Labour Party want to pretend that they're the big boys on the block, no one likes us. No one respects us anymore, and we haven't got a military that can do anything. We used to have the greatest military in the world. Ignore the numbers of America. The British were seen as the pinnacle of armed forces. Now we're a laughingstock. Now we can't even secure an Air Force base. But then again, when you put a female who is in charge as the officer in charge, who only knows about business administration, I mean, Bryce Norton was Bryce Norton, somebody said, oh, well, you know, this, that, and the other. Look, security at military bases has been degrading over time, over and over and over again, because they don't care. I mean, they, outside the first layer of defence, is now out to Serco, which is just basically a money-generating NGO, probably backed by BlackRock and the World Economic Forum. I keep telling you, and I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it again, we're being deliberately weakened. We're being deliberately made to be this impotent mess. The military was something that a lot of people, when I'd aspired to being, nothing gave us greater pleasure and feeling than being able to put that uniform on and defend this country, because this country was great and it had things to defend, morals to defend, a reputation to defend, and we were the best. Now, no one wants to even talk to us about anything because they don't trust us. So, as I bring it to a close, no, we shouldn't get involved, but we will be involved, because Keir Starmer needs to try and prove that he's hard when he's not. The only thing he likes hard is Ukrainian rent boys. But in any case, that's beside the point. We don't need to get involved because we can't get involved because we just haven't got the things. But we're going to be guilty by association. And this country is full of foreign military age personnel who are everywhere. So, a couple of months before things start to get bad again. Any case, enough of that. I am done. So, until the next one.